Chana, Illinois, located almost 2 hours west of Chicago, is a small community without a public library. That's why Ben McCasky-Feazel, a Boy Scout and member of Chana United Methodist Church, got the idea to open a children's library inside the church. For more, let's welcome Reverend Sean Choi, pastor of Chana United Methodist Church. We also welcome Ben, who started this library as his Eagle Scout project. Ben is now a senior at Southern Illinois University. Welcome for joining us today. I really appreciate that. And maybe, Reverend Choi, can you tell us a little bit about this children's library and what's involved in it and how it serves the community?
All right. It would be better to explain about our town first. So it's a pretty small rural area, and there's only 100 households in this small community. So there is no public service like school or park district and medical facility or retail district. So church plays a very vital role in town Chana. It's a place to share our mission, to share the good news and to share the important mission for God's love and grace through doing what they need. So that's how we started that children's library, and that's a pretty important role in this area.
So Ben, you saw the need, and this was about 7 years ago, and you got the idea for your Eagle Scout project. Tell us a little more.
I was sitting with one of the other pastors of our church that was in our church, and we were talking about ideas for my project, and I was just naming off ideas, and I just wanted to also improve or help the community out other than just cleaning up a park or trying to actually help the community grow or possibly impact somebody's life. And it was very widespread with the amount of support that it got from the local libraries, and my school helped out, and other libraries ran book drives for it.
It was mainly focused on children, right?
Yes.
And teenagers are?
Yeah.
So how did that process end up? How long did it take you? What was your planning process like?
I started writing materials down that we needed, like bookshelves, the books, of course, and which system would be the best to organize the books by either the Dewey Decimal system, which is what we started out with, and I learned about that and got my troop involved and also the youth of the town involved in it.
And how long did that whole process take?
About a year, because when I finished my Eagle Scout, I started the project in 2010 and got my Eagle Scout done and completed in 2011.
That's great. And so what was it like when you saw the library open and children using it?
I was kind of surprised and excited, and was just surprised that it was actually getting off the ground and being used. And I still, to this day, am surprised how well it's being used and how many people actually use it.
Reverend Choi, maybe you can expand on that. You know, what is it every Wednesday children come to this library? Tell us a little bit about who uses it and how they're using this library.
As I mentioned, that in our town there is no public service. There's no regular school over there, but we have Chana Education Center, which is a place to provide a program for kids who need some emotional or behavioral care. So it's a kind of reward for them. So if they do good behavior, something like that, and they can visit us on Wednesday. and our church member volunteered to help them and serve for story time. So every Wednesday they visit us, and I try to say hello and give a high five every kid on that day. So they are visiting us every Wednesday.
And how do you think it's transforming their lives or making a difference?
Oh, it's pretty important. You know, one day I went down there to say hello for our kids, and suddenly they rushed to me and they gave me a big hug. It was my first time to have a hug from 6 kids, and it continued 2 and 3 minutes. And later I heard that they just read about big hug at story time. That's the reason why they gave me a big hug. Kids are really quick to learn and practice it. So I really enjoy how our children's library helped them to grow up from the lesson from that reading.
And also, many of the children that are coming to the library, they're not members of the church.
Right.
Do they know about the church, or is this teaching them about faith and God at all?
Yeah, you're right. And most of kids are coming from different community. So actually there's no connection with our church ministry or something like that. And most important thing is they've never been church before. When I first time introduced myself as a pastor, they thought it's my name. So it took a time to explain what church means and who pastor is. So after that, they were getting some knowledge about church and pastor and faith. So I try to be there as their friend at the same time as a pastor. So I just little by little sharing about God and God's grace and love.
And Ben, you grew up in Chana, so what did you do for a library when you were growing up, or books and finding resources like that for yourself?
Well, during the school year, I had the ability to go to the library in my school, and I enjoyed reading the books all the time and doing research with books for papers, and always reading for either class or fun or for book reports. And in the summertime, I wasn't able to go to the school and get the books, and so I had to either go to a place like Barnes & Noble or Borders, which I don't think exists anymore, and was just always having to either buy a library card from a library that's around our area and have my mom drive me all the time.
So this children's library is a great resource. I mean, a lot of us may take it for granted that we have a public library in our community. Well, thank you so much for sharing more about this library. I appreciate you coming on the show today. I'm Anne Marie Gerhardt for Different Drummers and the Greater Chicago Broadcast Ministries. Keep the faith.